So I have been a makeup artist for many years now, and in doing so I've learnt so many different tips, tricks and techniques that I use on other people as well as myself. And these are really great just to enhance your makeup, up your makeup game, and they just make the biggest difference. So today I thought I would share them with you, and I'm going to show you my 7 easy makeup techniques that change your face. So let's just jump straight into the video. So starting off, I always start with my eyes. If I start with my face and then I do my eyeshadow after, the chances are that I'm going to get some dropout from the eyeshadow and it's going to ruin my base. So there's no point doing my base first. I always do my eyes first, and I do this on myself and I do this on other people. So eyeshadow is done. Let's start with technique number 1. The application of your eyeliner can make the biggest difference to how your eyes look. So if you do go too heavy with your eyeliner, it can really make your eyes look heavy and make them look a lot smaller. So mistake number 1 that I used to make was when I did my eyeliner, I used to always raise my eyebrows and sort of like look in a really weird direction, which is not good because you never ever walk around like this. So I used to go like this all the way along my eye, always looking in a really odd direction, and as you can see that's already looking a little bit heavy. And then I also used to do the same when I put my eyeliner on. I used to look to the side, raise my eyebrows, and I used to just draw a line like so, and my eyeliner always used to look like this, and it's not like terrible, but it really drags down my eye and it's just not the style that I would like to do anymore. I feel like it just hides a lot of my natural eye shape and it's just not the most flattering, to be honest. So I'm going to show you what I do now and the best way to do your eyeliner to not weigh your eye down and to make your eyes look a lot more open. So starting off, rather than starting on the inner corner, I now always start on the wing. So that is like number 1. Start on the outer corner and work your way in. And what you want to do is have a mirror directly in front of you. So I've got a mirror here, and you want to look straight forward as you would do if you're going around in normal life, just like this, looking straight forward at your mirror. So I'm looking straight forward, and then I literally just draw a straight line, and you almost want it to go in the same direction as your brow. So I'm just following up in the same direction from underneath my lash line, like so. And then when I do the rest of my wing, I'm still looking straight forward, I'm still just going lightly across, but I'm not going all the way in, so I'm sort of stopping just halfway in my eye. And I've also kept that wing as close to my lash line as possible, so I've not gone too thick with it, and you can already see the biggest difference it makes to my eyes. So you can see with this side, it makes my eyes look a lot more lifted, a lot more open compared to this side, which is a lot more heavy. So this is definitely the side that I would do every day now. I'd never ever do my eyes like this anymore. So tip number 2, carrying on with the eyes. For lashes, lash placement can also make the biggest difference in how your eyes look. So I'm going to show you again what I used to do on this side and then what I do now on this side. So starting off with my lashes, I'm using the Ardell Wispies 113, and I'm also using my Duo Lash Glue. And what I used to do is just pop lash glue all the way along the lash evenly. So I used to just pop it on, done. And then when I used to apply my lashes, I used to sort of hold it in the middle and plonk it on my eye. So I used to literally, again, I never looked straight, I always sort of looked up like this, and I used to just stick it on my eye like that. So that is one lash on. That is how I used to do my lashes. All dried down, it's still okay, it's still on. However, I do it completely differently now. So now what I do with my lashes, again using my Duo Lash Glue, is I pop the lash glue all the way along the lash. However, on both outer corners, I add a little extra bit of glue because I do find that your corners are most likely to pop up. So I always like to add a little bit more there. So giving that a wiggle to let that get tacky. Now to apply my lash, rather than plonking it on in the middle, I now always hold the outer edge, and I always put the outer edge on first. So I always look straight in the mirror and I sort of place the outer edge on so it lines up with the wing nicely. I then go back in with my tweezers and then glue down the front of the lash. I'm then just pushing down to make sure the lash is completely stuck in place, and you can see already that that doesn't look half as heavy as the first side did, but it just adds that little bit of lift at the end and really works with the wing, so it just looks a lot lighter, a lot less heavy on the eye, and really does enhance my eyes rather than weigh them down. Next up, we are on to base, and this is specifically foundation. So what I used to do, which honestly annoys me so much, is I used to put foundation literally on my skin like this, because I feel like that's what influencers do. And then I literally just used to buff it in with a brush, just going all over my face with this foundation, and there wasn't really any technique to it. It was literally just cover up all of my skin regardless of if I needed the foundation on there or not. So that is the one side done, which is okay, but it's just a little bit heavier than I need it, and it's just a necessary product. So what I would do now is pop the foundation on the back of my hand and then really buff my brush into the foundation so I've got an even product all over my brush. And then I always start in the center of my face, so I'm starting with my nose, and I just start gently blend that out onto my skin. And my biggest technique with foundation is when you are applying it onto the skin, I never put any underneath my eye, because underneath there I'm going to have my colour corrector, my concealer and my powder, and if I have foundation under there as well, it's way too many products, and that is why you get creasing. So when you apply your foundation, avoid your under eye area, because we're going to put concealer there anyway, and you don't need all that product built up. So I have put a lot less product on this side, but it already looks a lot more smooth and a lot more nice than the heavier side. So that is what I would do differently with my foundation. Next technique, we are on to concealer. So a lot of mistakes that I see with concealer, and this is something that I used to do, is I used to get my concealer and literally bulk the product on. I wasn't really aware of how much product I needed. I used to just stick a lot on because I thought the more the merrier. I used to pop it all on like that, and then I'd go in with a brush and just start blending that out. But obviously I've got so much product on here, it used to literally go all over the place, and this is why you get creasing as well, because there's just way too much product on. So that is how my concealer used to look. It used to be quite heavy, quite bold, and really there. This is what I would do now. So to start off with, I don't want to use as much concealer. However, I like to use a few more techniques. So I'm starting off with my colour corrector. This is one by Pixie, and I always use a pinky peach shade. And what I am going to do with that is I'm just taking a tiny small amount on my finger, and I'm focusing this on the inner corner of the eye and just patting a little bit of that product on. I'm then taking this brush from Brushworks. It's much lighter, much fluffier, and I'm just going to start to very lightly just blend that out. So this already does a massive job that your concealer doesn't now need to do. It gets rid of those darker circles, and then it means you don't need to use as much concealer, so it's a lot lighter on the skin and a lot less likely to crease. So when it comes down to applying my concealer, what I would do is just apply a little bit on the inner corner. I do like to slightly bring it down because I like that brighter look just around here. Pop a little bit there, and then I just like to have a little bit brighter on the end, so I pop a tiny little bit just on the end as well. Then using the same concealer brush that I used before, I'm just going to start to blend that out ever so lightly, and I'm just tapping that product into the skin. And I always feel like you need to blend more than you would expect with concealer. So if you think you're done blending, just blend that little bit more, and it makes the biggest difference. Okay, so that is my concealer blended. As you can see, it just feels a lot lighter on the skin. It's not creasing at all. This side has already started to crease and bunch up, whereas this side is a lot more smooth, and it's going to look a lot more smooth throughout the day. So use minimal product, but place it wisely. Also, by not putting any foundation under this eye, you can see it just doesn't look as heavy. Having a load of foundation and a load of concealer under the eye mixed together really is sort of getting into my lines. So avoid any foundation under your eye and reduce your concealer amount. Next up, we are on to the skin. So I'm going in with my bronzer and my blusher, and I'm going to show you what I used to do, which looks a lot sort of less natural compared to what I do now, which is much more blended and natural looking. So in the past with my bronzer, I used to use the biggest brush I owned. I literally used to circle it round like so, and then I used to sort of just literally buff it all over the face. And this was almost in a bit of like a 3 shape, and then also like down the side of the nose as well. And I feel like by doing this, I look back and I feel like it makes your skin look very muddy. It just doesn't bring out any sort of shape and definition, and I just wouldn't do this now. And then the same with blusher. I used to go in with the same brush, which isn't always bad. However, this is just such a big brush, and I used to sort of just dab it on the cheeks like so, not really blending it in. So that is how one side of my face used to look. I do it completely different now. So what I do now, using the same bronzer, I go in with a flat top brush, and I sort of buff it around on the brush, not too much, tap it off on the back of my hand, and then start to really circular motion and pat it around the head, around the scalp. And rather than applying all the layers in one go, I would rather build it up. I then do the same for the cheekbones. I always like to focus it a little bit higher. So again, going in that circular motion, I'm just lifting this upwards by the cheekbones and focusing more on placement rather than what I did in the past, which was sort of just apply it to the skin. And then when it comes to the jaw, I don't really put that much on. I've got a tiny bit left on my brush. I just sort of brush it along ever so lightly. I don't want too much on there. I don't feel like I like it that much, so I'm being really, really light here. I focus it definitely more on my cheekbones and the side of my head. I then take it down my nose, and what I always do now with this little brush, I squeeze it and I just sort of create that sculpted shape down the side of my nose. And then I let it go and then blend it afterwards. And I've used so much less product than I would use on this side, so that's always a win-win, and it always looks better as well, so you can't beat that. Then for blusher, I'm going in with the same blusher, but I am using a smaller brush now, so I'm using a proper blusher brush. I'm tapping this in so it's all on the top of the brush, and when I apply my blusher, rather than just throwing it on my face, I'm going in a lifted motion, so it's almost like a diagonal. And with things like blusher, obviously you want it on your cheeks because that's where you naturally get blush, but so I always think that it's nice because you always have colour throughout your skin, so I add a little bit as well just on the top of the nose, as this is where the sun would naturally hit. And then I'll just take a tiny little bit, whatever's left on my brush, and I'll just sort of blend that in with my bronzer as well to bring the colour throughout the face. And again, as you can see, it just sculpts the face a little bit more. Everything on the side seems a bit more sculpted, the eyes are more lifted, the cheeks are more lifted, and it just gives that more lifted look, which I prefer. So we'll finish off the eyes and then move on to the lips. So what I used to do with my eyes in the past is I used to use the same brown shadow, and literally I used to just pop it all over underneath my eye, and I definitely liked it a little bit more smoky and a little bit more dark under there, so this is what I used to do. And then I used to get my mascara and then apply that just underneath as well, and this is completely different to what I would do now. So what I do now is take a sort of light brightening pen, this is one from Kiko, and on the inner corner I just start to pop that until I get around halfway into my eye. And then on top of that I am also just applying a little bit of like a highlight to brighten it that little bit further. And when it comes to the shadow underneath the eye, I would only put it on the very, very outer corner. And then the same with mascara, I'm also only putting this where I put that darker colour, so this is also just going on the outer corner of the eye. And again, what I find this does is just bring my eyes outwards, so it makes them look further apart. So that's why I do it on this side now, whereas this side I feel like it is quite nice. It makes my eyes look a little bit more roundish, but I kind of prefer that lifted and further apart look, so I definitely do this side more to get that sort of sculpted model eye look. And then finally we are on to the lips. So in the past, I'll show you again on this side, what I used to do with my lip liner was I used to just follow my natural lip line and just sort of go around my lips, just like so. Job done, like that was it. Whereas now I'm much more picky on where I put my lip liner, as I feel like it massively changes my face. So I'm going to show you how I apply my lip liner now. So what I always do is overline the centre of my lips, so where it is here near my cupid's bow and just underneath, I always overline there, but I follow my natural lip shape on the outer corners just here. And to keep that lip liner lasting all day, I literally just go in with a powder and pop that over the top, and then I'm going back in with my lip liner again and just going over where I've already been. Now I'm just going to go in with a lipstick so you can see the difference when it's all filled in. So on this side I used to just literally pop the lipstick on where my natural lip shape is, and now on this side I'm going to show you how it looks when I've overlined my lips and set that all in place. And then these are my lips afterward, so I feel like this has made the biggest difference. By shaping them a little bit more on this side, I feel like it really balances my face out and it just makes everything look a little bit more better, basically. I feel like everything just works together a little bit more. I feel like on this side, I just feel like they need shaping a little bit more. I just overline them so much now that when I don't, it looks weird. But it definitely just enhances my natural lip shape, so I always do this now. So that's everything that I do before and after, and how my face has changed in terms of my makeup application, just showing that actually it's not about the products and how much you use, it's about how you use it. And if anything, by doing it on this side, you're actually saving yourself product because you're not using as much, you're not getting heavy results, and everything just looks a little bit better. So that is just my personal opinion, and I just definitely prefer how I do makeup now, especially because I'm saving products and saving money. So let me know what you think. Are there any techniques and tips and tricks that you use, and what do you like to do? If you have any that you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next one, and goodbye.